Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. What is today? Wednesday, October the 9th. Oh my gosh, it's only Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. So good for me. Good for me. I thought it was Thursday. I was like, oh, I don't have much time to get ready for this wedding we have this weekend. So I actually have an extra day. But it is October the 9th. And Ashley's not in the chat yet, but her birthday's tomorrow. I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget that. Hey, Catherine, how you doing today? Hey, Juno, I hope you're staying safe. Tornadoes, oh gosh. Make sure you're safe, family safe, fur babies are safe. Stay safe. And the weather out there isn't Mother Nature's on a roll. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Pancakes. Welcome in, everyone. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Faith. Hey, Pam. I figured, why not have a little fun on this channel today and have a good laugh, Let's have a good laugh. I am going to throw the StreamYard link throughout the live if anyone wants to come up and say their piece about, anything going on in the Sebastian Rogers drama, I would call it. That's what I would call it. It's not even a case at this point. It's just, let's be real, it's a shit show. We've had so many people come in and out of this case, and they've done more harm than good. We have T-Rev talking about how he's going to come back on the platform. I guess he did a video saying as much. Welcome me back. I took a break for school, but I'm coming back. Oh, look, there. Yep, there it is. Maybe we should watch it. Let's watch that before we watch Betty, because I haven't got to see the whole thing, and I'm just like, you probably should go to a different genre. Maybe music, perhaps not, but he does do music, maybe spirit box sessions. But I think that it's going to be hard to trust him in the true crime community. So, hey, Jennifer, welcome in. And if I missed anybody, welcome in. Cheryl, did you just come in? I think you did. It seems, whenever we go from last night to today, I'm like, did I see you yet or not? But I did it. So T-Rev, I told you the other day, he came out with a community post and he was saying some stuff on there. And he was, saying stuff about how Seth was saying that he stole the CPS reports on Sebastian, the ones that Seth had gotten, and he was going to give them to Pascal that one night on his live, and they shut that down really quick. So there's a big thing, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to be relevant, but he's like, why are you trying to accuse me of stealing CPS reports? You know damn well you sent them to me yourself. Like, ooh, that's not a good look on T-Rev or Seth. Either way. Now, he does have a new post up. So let's go look at his new post. It says, hey, Rev Gang family, if anyone in Florida needs a safe place to stay, my home is open to you. Your home? You mean Michaela's home? Did you ask Michaela first? Did you ask Michaela? You're more than welcome to come through and be with family. We're all about support and taking care of each other. Reach out if you need anything. We got you. Worried about a lot of you in this storm's path. Now, that's a nice thing to do, right? But you're inviting strangers to your home. But you are going to be bitching if you ever get doxxed. If he ever gets doxxed, which I think that people do know where he lives, I don't want to hear anything out of his mouth. He done just invited everybody that's in the storm's path to his house. No, he didn't buy the house. No, that was Michaela's. It's a nice house too. We think that's where the 12 grand went. Seth gave her 12 grand so she could keep that house. And he's going back to school, but do you think that they're going to, well, yeah, they would. He has kids. They would give him student loans because he has kids, and he would get a lot because he has kids. Do you think all of this being back with his kids, because he wasn't in their lives for a really long time, he owes like what was it, like 30 or 40 grand in child support? Do you think he coddled up to the mom of the kids and then spent the summer with the kids so that way he could go back to school and it would all look like it, he wouldn't look like he's doing something dirty, grifting his kids? I don't know. I'm just saying. I know you get a hell of a lot more money when you have kids and they're under 18. I'm just saying, T-Rev, what you doing over there, bruh? What you doing over there? Oh yeah, I want to show you that video. I was gonna move on to Betty, but I want to hear this video. So it says, it's one day ago. Sebastian Rogers and Elijah Vu, and there's something. Yeah, he goes there. He's like, I'm coming back, and I'm going to hit the Elijah Vu case. We don't need you. We're okay. We're covering it. We're good. We're good.
What's going on, ladies?
Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. If you guys don't mind and you remember, hit the like button for me. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. What's his shirt say? Can't.
And gentlemen, welcome. It's your boy T-Rev back to the channel. You guys ain't seen me in a minute.
What does his shirt say? It doesn't say Saint on it. Saint, does it?
I made a few decisions here. I'll be going to school. So I'm going back to school for audio production. Okay. Can't wait. And I'm not even going to talk about what just happened before, but I do.
Oh, so he hasn't went back yet. Okay, he says he's going back to school for production.
I do want to, talk to you guys about the case with Sebastian Rogers. You already know my heart and soul is into that case, and nobody can ever stop that. I'm about to come back. We're going to be back on the air. We're going to be taking phone calls. So if you want to call in and you have an opinion and you're not being heard like I'm hearing, you'll be heard. Because again, these people don't give a fuck about nothing but $1. They don't care about nothing but the donations. That's it. Let's bring back that raw, real, in your face shit, right? Because I got nothing but time. Now I'm going to school.
I remember this guy being the guy that never read a chat unless it was a super chat. What are you talking about? And does his shirt say Saint? I'm like, is that... What am I reading here? And why does his hats look like they're so big? Like he has like a toddler head with an adult hat on. I don't know.
Now that I'm
not to make fun of him or nothing, but I think he buys his hat's too big.
Going to school, I got plenty of time. I do my 4 hours of school, and it's time to get back on the air and chill with the Rap Game family. Now, you guys are probably like, damn, what happened to Rev? He was gone for 2 weeks, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Yeah, no.
Where are you going to only go 4 hours? Please tell me. I went for 4 years of college, and I never had a class that was just 4 hours, like just 4 hours with the work and everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, no. Maybe per paper.
I'm back.
And that's only if you're writing it fast like me.
There's life things that go down. Sometimes you got to take a little bit of time off for yourself and get everything back on.
Is this supposed to be like some sort of like we read it and we think he's a saint? Because the shirt is it's not a good look.
On pace, and we're there. First of all, I want to say fuck the haters. All of you can eat a big fat Sam Saucy. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But I love you guys, and I do want to get back on the air with you guys. Take these phone calls and get back to doing what we do best.
Take these phone calls.
There's a case I do want to talk about. Elijah Vu. Okay, Elijah Vu is. I don't.
Elijah Vu.
No, what happened to this poor boy? And we want to.
I know what happened to him. Jesse Vang. Freaking. What are you talking about? We know what happened to him. He was unalived by Jesse Vang and then set outside like a piece of trash, and his blanket was thrown away from him. What do you mean?
No, I think we all have a right to know what happened to Elijah Vu, why he was.
Can he say his name right?
Brutally murdered. And I'm going to say it just like that. I don't give a shit about YouTube's rules and their wording. That kid was brutally murdered and he was tortured by an adult. Okay. We know who his fucking name is. I don't even want to say it. Excuse my language. But again, we want to know why. And we want to see some resolution to that. So we do.
We all still want to know why you put Smoke up to making all these fake phone calls for you throughout the year.
Have to touch up on Elijah View. That's what happened before this little 2-week segment where I wasn't on. I was about to jump into Elijah View, never did, and I still am. Elijah View, my heart and soul is into the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case and always has been also. The things that I've done,
we know what
I
you've
did it
done.
out the kindness of my heart.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know what happened to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I want to know where he's at. And I'm going to give you
He's
my
crying.
thoughts and opinions on the case real quick before I get out of here and I see you guys on the stream. I do want to say this about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I think that somebody.
Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. Oh, switcherooski.
Is very close, has him. Okay. And I'll give you a little hint. That's somebody you've seen before. You've seen their face on camera. Okay. Not only have you seen their face on camera, they've been right there in front of your face.
We know who you're talking
about. Say what
about.
their name starts with, but I'm going to just leak out a tad bit of what my thoughts are on it. I believe that he was taken from that house by somebody that is his blood, that loves him dearly, and that wanted to see him away from Katie and Chris. That is just.
Look at that. Wonder who that could be, guys. I mean, somebody that's blood, that loves him, that would want to take him away from Katie and Chris.
My opinion, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on that opinion live. We can talk about it. But mark my words, someone close has that boy, and they need to bring him back out and let him know, or let the people know, that he's alive and that he's doing well. Again, Rep Game family, I love every single one of you. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We will be back on the air taking phone calls. Trolls, get ready, because I want to talk to you guys too. I miss you. I really do. I love you. Again, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on the notification bell, because we are back at it like a crack addict. And I'm not playing. I'll see you soon. Rep Gang, I love you.
Oh, my Lord. So, oh, dang. So I went over to look at his social blade again because, I'm nosy. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I'm nosy as shit. I don't like to start no drama or nothing, but I do like to be looking at some numbers. I like me visuals. I'm a visual person, I really am. So the other day whenever we got on T-Rev's channel and we looked at the community tab, I noticed that he had 69.3K subs. I for some reason the number, it just, I don't know. Numbers kind of sometimes stick in my head. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good with math, but I'm good at remembering, I don't know, photographic memory or something. I don't know. Well, I just looked, and when I remember I told you guys his daily average subscriber, normally you're in the green. He's -10. His average weekly is -70. People are leaving. -300 the last 30 days. Well, he had another 100 leave just today. Just on the 9th, it refreshed today, and he has negative, at live count right now, -100 subs. Every time he opens his mouth, he loses more subscribers. He probably should just go away for a while. I don't know. I don't know what to tell him, I'm proud of people, though. I'm real proud of y'all, because a lot of times people mess up in true crime, and they mess up bad, and they will just either change their name and they come back and rebrand, or, people just kind of forget about what they said or they've done, and they just still continue to watch them. I don't know. I don't get it, but I'm proud of people for standing up and being like, no, that's not right. And I'm just proud of you guys. So, all Betster, she's back in court today. I did see a clip of her saying that it's affecting her, it's putting her in harm's way for her to be in Tennessee, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, actually, you have a a hurricane coming towards your house right now, Betty. You need to be away. So there's that. She does, I haven't looked on here in a while, for a month. So she does still have the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 5 charges. There's the case numbers, filing dates, and then she has 2 that are open. So let's go over to the opened cases, or the open. She has 6 violations of a restraining order. And the filing date was 8/28 and the violation date was 8/22. And then here's all of her hearings for this one. They got a continuance, so she doesn't have to be there again. Motions hearing till October the 23rd at 9 a.m. for this part. So today, I'm pretty sure, I believe she was there for Chris. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of his name for a minute. For Chris. So it says here, yeah. So tomorrow will be court, and it'll be it says continuance granted. So actually, no, I'm sorry, 10:10. I'm like, wait a minute, that was 9:10. I was looking at. So she'll be in there tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. But she did come on today live, so I thought we would listen to it just to see what she's talking about. She said she's made it. I'm alive and I made it. The eagle has landed. I haven't been keeping up with her. See, I haven't been keeping up with her a little bit, like lately. I need to, she's just ridiculous. So I had to take a break, I had to take a break from her. Yeah. So for the PO for Chris. Yeah. And then the 23rd, is for the rest of the charges, which I wish they wouldn't have continued that. I wish they would have just did them all together. I mean, personally, like if I was Betty, I would be like, can we do these all together? Like I would just, even if I had to do them today, like do them earlier, if you feel like you're that innocent, you're that innocent, just say, hey, can we just get this done today? Like I live in another state. We have hurricanes coming through. I mean, I don't know. Very weird. Wonder what her most popular video is. Breaking, Quentin Simon, family still playing games, man. 50K, that's her biggest video. There she is yelling about, man, we might have to watch hers. I thought she deleted all these. I guess she didn't. But she's been on the platform for way longer than 2 years, so there's that.
Here.
Okay, so she's in the hotel. She looks lovely, doesn't she? She looks like she's rested. Oh, Stephanie, you're the best. And welcome in, everybody. Hey, little Irish girl. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Bombs Becca. Welcome in, everybody. I was on the other page. Hey, Morgan. Let me, okay. Since this is the second channel, I have all my stuff's like backwards, I feel like, over here. So, okay, let's get to hearing what she has to say. Hey, Margot.
I made it.
And I will drop her link and everything in the chat just so she knows. And I dropped T-Revs also.
It took a very, very long time to get here. You guys are probably wondering why I didn't go live last night.
In the car, yeah.
Yesterday at all. And it's because I spent 25 hours in traffic. So it took me over 10 hours just to get out of the state of Florida and to get here. There were no rooms available at all over the Florida-Georgia line. I went as far as Tifton and even past Tifton before I finally pulled off at 4:30 a.m. and just got a few hours of sleep. I got about 4 hours of sleep, got up and was back on the road at like 8:30 in the morning. It does look like the hurricane is barreling right toward my home. I've got a lot of friends and family that live there, obviously, and we've already been battered by Storm Helene. Storm Helene battered our beaches. Our beaches, there was so much sand, nobody could get out to the beaches. They literally had to get bulldozers to take the beach back to the beach. So my area is already.
And that's the truth. I saw that. Do you see all that sand that they got? It just carried it because it was such a high pressure. I saw that. Like, I saw cars buried in the sand, and I was just like, what the hell?
Just like a lot of
Hey,
the areas
Reverse.
on the west coast of Florida are really battered from Helene, even though Helene was not a direct hit. And literally, the direct hit was hundreds of miles away from our home. It still did a lot of damage all up and down the west coast. The sheer magnitude of the size, the power of the rain, or the winds and stuff like that. They're saying that this one, I haven't been watching the news. I've been getting news from here, there, and everywhere else. So I'm hearing that, it's going to be making landfall at literally a Cat 4, possibly a Cat 3. That is still a very significant hurricane, especially if it's going to be hitting either in Manatee, Sarasota, or the Tampa Bay region. It still brings a lot of rain. A lot of people further out east are not going to get flooding, but they're going to have the winds, and the winds are very destructive. So I just thought I'd let everybody know I'm alive. I'm in Tennessee. I got to get packed up and get on the road today to get where I'm going. Like I said, this trip is. I was only able to get about 15, 20 miles an hour for literally 60% of this trip. It was a very miserable drive, very slow, lots of people trying to flee Florida. For the rest of the people, if you're getting out late, there's no point in trying to go north. Okay, I will tell you that the roads are so clogged, you're going to be stuck. My suggestion is if you're still in Florida and you're in the cone, go south. Go south and
Don't
east.
listen to
Go
Betty.
over to the East Coast. Go south. It's not going to be hitting further south like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and any kind of, if you guys can get to the East Coast, even if it's directly across Daytona, Palm Bay, Melbourne, as long as you can get over to the East.
It's going to hit the whole coast, isn't it? Like, at least the whole West Coast. Huh.
Coast, you should be better off than you are on the West Coast. So, it's not.
Oh, if I could find this guy, this weather guy did a simulator on how much water Florida's going to get. And you know how I feel about water and moving things like that. Oh my gosh, it freaked me out. I had Vincent watching it. I'll look on Twitter, see if I can find it.
All about just getting out of the state. It's about getting to safety. And the East Coast at this point might be a lot easier to get over to. And it also will give you some protection against that. So for the people that are still there worried and wanting to get out of harm's way, that would be my suggestion. Do not go north. Do not try to leave the state of Florida. There's no point for that. If you try to get on the interstate to leave Florida, you're going to be in traffic. The worst thing you can be is in your vehicle when the hurricane hits. Okay, you're going to want to find a hotel that's concrete block. You're not going to want to stay in a shack on the water, no matter whether you're on the East Coast or not. It's still going to be going across the coast, across the state. But by the time it gets to the East Coast, it'll be just a tropical storm or thunderstorm type weather. You're going to have wind and rain, but not to the extent that we have.
Well, then you could stay in a shack. Come on, Betty, say something that's going to make me
So
laugh.
I am safe. Delilah is not. Okay, Delilah is with mom. And of course, my best friend.
I'm sure her mom would have left if she felt she needed to, right? I mean, her mom is older. I'm assuming. I don't know how old Betty is. I forget, like 40s. So her mom's got to be at least in her 60s, 70s. Delilah's fine. I think mom will be fine with Delilah.
Friend and her grandchildren. I'm very nervous. That's all I got to say is this storm does have me a little concerned, and it really does frustrate me because she'll be home with my family, not dealing with these lies from Sebastian's family.
That's absolutely a lie out of your mouth. You did this to yourself, Betty. Nobody did this to you. You did this. You said you were going to go buy a GUN. You followed Terry Bowersock and got out of your vehicle. Stop traffic. You stopped traffic, Betty. And then you say you didn't do anything to these people. I mean, it's unreal. The delusions that you live with. I don't know. Now, should you be with your family during this hurricane? Hell no, Betty. They're telling people to evacuate. So you're where you should be. You're lucky to have subscribers, I mean, like subscribers to pay for you to stay in these hotels that you stay in. Just saying, Betty, just saying.
This right here is taking me away, putting me in harm's way. There's a lot to say about that. I know these people don't care.
It's putting her in harm's way. I think Chris, Katie, and the Bauer Sox should be more worried about you being in their town than you should be about them.
Didn't even give a crap about their own damn son. So it's not like I expect them to care about me or my family. But I'm going to tell you what. This is what I'm going to tell you. After this stuff is over tomorrow, which it will be, because there is no possibility the court is going to let these lives go through and continue. I just don't believe it. There's nothing in my body, mind, and soul that makes me believe that a judge is going to have the wool pulled over his eyes like this and not be pissed off. He's about to find out that they lied to his face.
Thank you, reversed.
And I have to think that this just, no matter how you look at it, the judge never violated my rights. So I believe he follows the law. I believe the law is very clear. So when this is all over with, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be very, very angry. Because I've got a hurricane that's coming to my house, and I've got to be here in Tennessee dealing with this bullshit. And I'm going to say it just like that, bullshit, taking me away from my family, taking me away from the good that we could do to help other people. But these people are selfish. They don't care about anybody but themselves and covering their own ass for the damages that they've done.
Covering their ass. This is crazy.
To their family, their own child. And I'm angry. I should not be here. I should be with my family.
I hope they lock her ass up tomorrow. I would pay the judge good money to see that. I would be like, hey, actually, I don't have that much money. I would be like, hey, if I give you $20, how long can you hold her back there in handcuffs? 20 minutes? Because, I mean, if they go back through her tapes, she's still tagging, I'm sure. Look at this right here. The search and evidence related to this disappears of Sebastian Rogers. It's still on there. Sebastian's army. Like, she's still. Stop, Betty. And stop tagging Nancy Grace. She doesn't want nothing to do with you. She told me.
Should be making sure that my family, my community, and my friends are safe right now, as we've got a Category 4 heading our way. But no, I'm here in Tennessee dealing with these idiots. These lying criminal elements and idiots that most likely did something terrible to their child. So they've had every opportunity to stop this nonsense, to stop the charade. They've had every opportunity to tell the courts that they were wrong and that they lied, and they choose to keep going down this path. They have no evidence to support the claim.
Boop, 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 doo, 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 boop, boop, doo. Brittany just joined the chat. Good morning, everyone. That's why I was kind of just leaving it. I wanted to see who was in the chat. Oh, wait, I've got another one. Hold on. I'm so glad you made it safely. No, you're not.
Claims unless they manufacture them, and that's even worse in a court's eyes than lying. So, because you actually had to go out of your way, So I feel confident that this is going to go my way.
Hold on, I have a question. And this is a true question, right? This is actually a legit true. I'm really curious. When does Brittany sleep? Because she does a live every night, right? She did a live, I'm sure, last night. And this was 5 hours ago. Oh, you need a nap. I mean, I need my sleep, I need my sleep. Like, we run kind of late here sometimes.
Way tomorrow, I feel confident that this is all going to go away. As much of what I said on August 22nd, if you go back to that, like I said, everything I put out there. I told you exactly what was going to happen and what was not going to happen. They wanted to see me in jail, and they didn't care how much their criminal activity or enterprise or what they had to do to accomplish that illegal means.
Their criminal enterprise. Chris, Katie, you guys, man, you must be real. Like, do you work for like the KGB? Are you undercover? Because Betty seems to think you are.
Somebody's going to be paying for this. Somebody is going to be paying for all of this, and it's not going to be me.
It's going to be you, Betty.
I can promise you that.
I can promise you that, Betty.
I can promise you that. Yes, thank you for the cash link being thrown out and everything like that. We are still raising $4,500. I know that we had to, raise money. It's like every time we raised money, it went straight to the attorney, but we still have to pay back $4,500. Right now, we have maybe $200 in the coffers.
If you didn't do the crap you did, you wouldn't need money to pay an attorney. Please don't give her money for an attorney. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys work way too hard, or if you're retired or you're living on a fixed income, you worked way too many years, literally, to give her any money just to make you feel like you belong. Just don't do that. Just no. No, I hate people like this. They butter people up whenever they got the people giving them money. No, not doing it. Betty, you need to stop. You need to put your own lawyer fee up.
Oh, thank you,
And Brittany needs to buy her own damn studio.
Misty. God bless you. So we're going to keep doing that.
Hey, Kathy.
It's been a little crazy. We haven't really been trying to do fundraising. I just wanted the bleeding to stop. So I just needed to know what the final cost was for the attorney. And when we finally ponied up the last $1,000, it drained the rest of the coffers out for that last $1,000. And so now we're basically starting from scratch.
I have never had $1,000 from a chat. What are you people doing? Wait, I mean, wow.
Scratch, but you know what? It's all in God's hands. So we'll get what we can get over to the people that we need to get it to pay them, back as the money comes in. That's all we can do.
Yeah, true crime and other stuff. That's what I'm saying. How do we get that? How do we do that? You have to sell yourself to the devil. Someone told me that once. I say it often. Somebody, I can't even remember who it was, but they said the only way to be successful in true crime, it's like, other than, those little people, like those little group of people that, they have those million subscribers and stuff like that. But like, they said, you literally have to sell yourself to the devil. And I'm not there yet. So I'm not there yet.
So it's,
I couldn't imagine doing that.
It's almost Christmas. I don't want people taking money out of their Christmas fund. Hey, allegedly, with Brittany J. It's nice to see you, my love.
Talking about a Christmas fund already.
So, Christmas is coming and we care about
Bye, Electra. Have a good day.
Our people, so we want to make sure you guys we're not going to sit here and no matter how hard this channel is, hurting or whatever, we're not going to have our hands out during Christmas time. We want you to spend your money and stuff on your Christmas and on your family and not be worried about this too shall pass. We're just a dollar will do type people. So if you have an extra $1 or $2 to throw around, please just consider, the legal fund that we still have to reimburse somebody. So that's all that it is. I mean, it will be paid back as it gets paid back. There's no real easy way to do it. So, what do you do? What do you do? You just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and over time, everything will work its way out. So that's just how I believe. But you guys just say a prayer for our state. At the end of the day, I'm safe, but there's a whole lot of people that are not. And that really, really hurts my heart. Thank you, Lady for Justice. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I was on the way to Tennessee, being in that car.
See, people are... People will act like they care about something, and then they see like a super chat or they see like a membership milestone, and it's like, oh, no, it's like, forget about that, let's look over here. I heard it just recently in another chat too.
Hard for hours and hours and hours. I had to start listening to something. My back hurts really bad too. I mean, that was awful.
Okay, I'm a bitch for a minute. One more time, and I'll let it go for a minute. Betty, I don't want to hear about your back. Have y'all ever heard me complain about my back? Bet you haven't. Bet you haven't. Bet you haven't. I have a curve in my upper right, a curve in my lower left, and I have a 16-degree curve in the middle of my back. Betty, and I never complain. So stop.
It was just awful. Thank you, Maggie. God bless you. What was I getting into? I forgot oh, yeah. So I was driving, and I don't know if you guys heard it. There's a new creator, and they were in my For You page. I don't know how I stumbled across them. And it's a Lady for Justice or Lady for Freedom or Lady Freedom. Is it Lady Freedom or Lady for Freedom? Something like that. I can't remember, but she did or he did. I think it's a she. Oh, thank you, Miss Lee Mama 3. God bless you. she did a like 3-hour video, and like the first part, she even did another 30-minute video, but it was just basically cutting off her commentary before she started her video. And she took all of these clips from all the contradictions and everything else and kind of put them through. So as I was driving, I listened to the whole 3 hours because I had nothing better to do, and it was actually very good. And throughout this, it was just constant contradictions back and forth, what they said, what other stuff was said. You know, it was a real good compilation of the bullshit in this case. And if you guys have not seen it, I'll have to find it. Once I find it, I'll post it in my community tab. But if you have 3 hours to designate, I definitely recommend you guys designate the 3 hours to watching that. I was like 3 hours, and I'm like, I never get to listen to a full YouTube anymore, especially ones that are an hour or more long, because I just don't have the time. Well,
Who was it called? Freedom something?
traveling, I did.
Things
And
reversed.
so I had the opportunity to actually listen to it. And I thought it was good. It was a great compilation of all the bullcrap in this case.
So it must be, I bet you it's about like, I could just imagine it's probably about a queen bee or something. I don't even need to go look. I can just assume, there's like so many channels that are against Betty. And then she's like, well, there's this one channel. They just came up on my For You page. And then we got Brittany over here. Guys, please be mindful that PayPal and Cash App donations are instant and will help Betty now. If anyone wants to contribute to Betty's trip, and all super chats will not be available for a month. That's a damn lie. We get them on the 21st. 12 days. What are you freaking talking about? Bunch of damn liars on this platform. Bunch of liars. I mean, I told you it's going to be unfiltered over here. We're just getting started. But this ain't nothing. Rhonda. That just made me laugh because you put the laugh face. BJ knows all about the grift. That's why I left her channel. Little story time for you. I was always in Brittany's chat. I liked her when she had Mallory there. Thing is, when you tell people for months that the gifts that they're sending you or the money they're sending you for gifts, they're going to be shown a video of your boys opening their presents on Christmas morning live. That's what was promised for months. And I knew it wasn't going to happen. And I said, if this does not happen, and all of these subscribers that don't have this money really to be doing this, they're probably taking from their own family's Christmas. I said, if they don't get to see these, kids happy with gifts, at least a picture, something. Come on now. I said, I'm just gonna leave the channel, and I did. I left the channel because that was the biggest freaking ripoff, and I'm not the only person that would say that.
That might be a good case.
Betty must be doing something like OF. I'm just kidding. Allegedly, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think she really is, because she's getting all these thousands of dollars. I don't know. How do you get the thousands of dollars? I'm just kidding. I don't want to know. I'm just being funny, but I know how to do it. It's you complain for like an hour before I couldn't do that.
Might be good for you.
I would want to rip out my own hair.
So I'm here, guys. Please be mindful that PayPal and Cash App donations are instant and will help Betty now. If anybody wants to, thank you. But I'm in Georgia. I'm in Tennessee right now, and like I said, I got to get up. I just had some breakfast. I got to get up and get packed up and still keep moving. It's been.
Are you going to look for Sebastian Rogers? Did you bring your snake boots this time? Because you've been up there a couple times, and the snake boots, the $200 snake boots, is somebody in your chat bought you so that you could search for Sebastian, and you have not done it yet.
A long journey just to get to the state, but we, obviously still need to get to where my final destination is before tomorrow, and it was just a very exhausting trip. Okay. It was very, very tiresome. It was very hard on my back. There were a lot of wrecks on the roadway. This is what I do want to say. I'm going to say this, and it can hurt somebody's feelings. It cannot. I really don't care. I'm not in people's feelings. Okay. something that really, really got under my skin, to the point that if we came to a full stop, I would have probably gotten out, knocked on some windows, and started yelling at them, asking them what in the F they think they were doing.
Like Terry Bowersock?
We're trying to leave the state of Florida, we have emergency lanes, okay? And we're very we love our roadways. We keep our roadways very clean and very we don't have potholes. You know, we in Florida, we maintain our roads very, very well. Okay. It's just that I don't know where it comes from, but we all just like our roads maintained. Okay. So we have nice, beautiful
So you saying you can't drive on a road that has a pothole?
Sides on our interstate. And you have one on the right and one on the left. And typically, whenever you have any type of car problems, you want to proceed to the right-hand side of the lane. You want to get over on the right-hand side, not the left-hand side, the right-hand side. Why? Because that's where the slowest traffic is. That is the safest spot on there. The left-hand side is typically...
Who does she think her audience is? 16-year-olds?
For emergency vehicles. And if you're broke down and you have no place to go, right? You get out of the traffic wherever you can. We prefer people going to the right, but if all you can do is go to the left, you go to the left. We're in like, you know, there's a lot of people on the road. We're going 20 miles an hour. We're evacuating. Okay. I'm not evacuating. I'm coming to port. I would never evacuate. I would move around Florida to where I'm comfortable, but I've never left Florida for a hurricane ever. Okay. So it's not like I'm going to start now. There were cars going in the left side emergency lane to get ahead of the traffic. Now, one, that upset me for a few reasons. One, it's just wrong. People are there. We're all trying to leave. I think it's rude and very disrespectful to other people that you think that you are more entitled to leave by illegal means, by doing improper things, as to going into the emergency lane and basically opening it up as a fourth lane while we're all stuck in that lane. I think it's just rude. I think it's low manners, and it's people thinking that they're above everybody else. I don't like that.
Like
I don't
you.
like that at all. But it wasn't even that. You know, you mind your own business. You say, what an asshole, and you keep doing your thing, right? What really got under my skin is because they were doing this illegal situation, driving in an emergency lane when it's for emergency vehicles.
Does everybody remember when Betty stopped traffic? Actually, she ran a light. Then she stopped traffic, got out of her vehicle, a running vehicle, and ran up to another person's car. And she is going to be bitching about this. Oh, it's going to be good.
On 2 or 3 separate occasions, I had to watch these cars have to be moved into the left-hand lane so that first responders could get through to go help somebody, because there were wrecks all over the road. And I was so angry at that moment, thinking that could be somebody dying right there. And because of these yahoos clogging up the emergency lane and preventing the ambulances from making its way to the victims, that's what pissed me off more than anything in the world, more than their rudeness, more than them not caring about anybody else and being so stinking selfish. It was the...
How about the 44 charges that you have on you, Betty, and the police had to come and deal with you? And a lot of those reports, they marked you as dirty. Physical appearance, dirty. What about those? Now that was taken away from, other people. Also, what about when you went to Georgia and the cops were called out there over 30 times in 30 days because of you and your little gang of misfits going out there and screaming in front of Leilani Simon's yard? By the way, jury selection started for her today. We haven't heard anything out of Bullhorn Betty's mouth.
The fact that they were willing to jeopardize people's lives. Oh, thank you, Yeda. That was not necessary, but very much appreciative. Thank you. And I got to tell you, that's what really pissed me off the most. And I just, there for the second, it's like you almost want to call law enforcement and say.
Brittany said, prime example of how selfish people are. I think it's people are scared because they just experienced a hurricane and another one's flying through like a bat out of hell. Now, I don't know who is messing with Mother Nature, like I said, but stop.
How, you need to get somebody out here to man the emergency. But it's like, we're dealing with hurricanes. Law enforcement has a hell of a lot more things to worry about. And I just wish people on the roadways would understand we're all in the same position and we all should be helping each other, not trying to hinder or hurt each other. And I felt like they were hindering and hurting other people in an effort because they felt they were entitled, and for whatever reason, they felt more important than everybody else on the road. And I thought that was totally inappropriate and unexcusable. So when you're...
Is she talking about a whole slew of cars or just one car? Because I thought it was just one car, one person pissed her off, but now it sounds like everybody did.
in a situation like that, another thing is when we're driving 14 miles an hour, don't be Richard. Okay. If you're ever in a situation where you're all running 14 miles an hour, there's no point in being a dick on the roadways. If somebody needs to get over, you let them over. Why? Because when you need to get over, you want somebody to let you over. Okay. So trying to eat somebody's bumper is stupid. Okay. We're all in the same boat. Hundreds of thousands of people are trying to get out. Why don't we just make it pleasant for everybody? You see somebody that needs to get over, you let them over. You know, there's no point in being bumper to people. Put some distance between you and the bumper in front of you. You know why? Because it prevents a wreck of running into and holding up traffic even more. It's all about arriving alive. But these people were going so slow, even though they got into wrecks, all it did was property damage. So now you're sitting on the side of the road, jamming up the traffic even worse than it was. And all you could have just done was be kind to somebody next to you, some stranger. And that whole situation would not even have happened.
How would that even do it?
There's a lot of stuff I saw on the road that really got under my skin. But again, I did to people as I wish they would do to me. If they needed to get over, I let them over. Yes, even semis, especially semis, because.
Well, Betty, that's what you're supposed to do. Betty's still living in her like teens or something, because you don't. No, you let people over if they're, even if it sucks, even if you're like, man, this person just like crowded through all this traffic, you let that person over. You just do. And you smile about it. I don't know. That's what I do. And I'm gonna admit it. Vincent really got me there, got me to the point where I could be calmer, because I used to have a little road rage, but you can't have road rage when you get older. You just can't. Can't be mad at everybody, Betty.
Because they're so big. There's too many Richards on the road that want to be bumper to bumper to keep a semi from being able to get in front of them. I think that's stupid. We're all going 14 miles an hour. Where do you think you're going to go? You're going nowhere.
That's
Put
true.
me in a Richard. Let the guy over. Okay. Those are just a few things that really rubbed me the wrong way while I was trying to drive out of the state of Florida. None that really affected me. Just observant type of stuff that really just got under my skin. But just say a prayer for the people of Florida. We just got battered with Helene, one of the record-breaking historic hurricanes, and now we have another one that's record-breaking and historic for us again, and it's almost damn near the same damn path, except just a further south than originally than Helene. So I'm nervous. I am nervous. I'm nervous for my mom. I'm nervous for my friends. I'm nervous for Delilah. I keep calling just to check on my mom and Delilah as much as I possibly can. I got my best friend and my mom on one chat. I got my neighbor and my mom on another chat. I just want to know what the heck is going on. I want to know if I'm going to be coming back to my house being blown away. I mean, it is a real possibility. I may not have a home when I get back to Florida. A very good possibility. So I'm a little nervous, to say the least. And more importantly, I'm very nervous because my mom and my baby girl are still in the area. So, you know.
If she was worried about that damn dog, I'm so sorry. Or her mother, she would have evacuated them. She would have said, you need to leave. And if her mom was stubborn and it was like, I'm not going nowhere because I'm my own person, then she should have taken Delilah and had her, she could have put her on the way to Tennessee in a shelter. Or go to Tennessee, take her with you to Tennessee. She's a little dog, like a little itty bitty. That's nothing. That is nothing to take with you, right? Just throw her in the passenger seat. She'd be cool. She'll ride with you, shotgun. And then you drop her off. Maybe Michaela's mutts could help you. Maybe they could have boarded little doggy for a couple hours while you went to court. But there's things that you could have done, Betty. Right there, I gave you something you could have done. How about Seth? He could have watched your dog for you, I think, for a minute. Like, Delilah is as small gets. I mean, you guys see my dogs. I have a 90-pound Weimaraner that wants to sit on my lap, and a 40 to 50-pound boxer pit mix that wants to sit on my lap. If they're in the, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't travel with them. It's hard. But a little Delilah, she'd probably fall asleep on your lap, Betty.
I just worry.
You're just trying to get people to feel bad for you. This is the start of the grift. Poor me. And I bet you something's going to be wrong with her house when she goes back. It'll be something she wanted to get fixed anyway. And then she'll ask her subscribers for the money. Say she needed new gutters. Let's just say that, for instance. She'll go back and be like, oh, my gutters were torn off.
Oh, thank you, Pink Butterfly. Guys, let's just take a moment of silence for Quentin Simon today. His mom is, her trial starts today. I'm here.
Thank you, Betty.
I can't be there. I had always anticipated on being at Leilani, seeing that case through. And once again, because of these idiots, other
could
people
go
have
tomorrow.
to take a back seat, but that's okay. At the end of the day, like I said, they can have their laugh now, but by the time this is all said and done, I promise you, they will not be laughing. None of them will be. Not the
Is Dolly going? Thought I heard Dolly was going.
people that lied under oath to get these protective orders, not the content creators that brigaded the DA and the sheriff's office to make them think that I was a freaking terrorist. They all did this. They all have unclean hands in all of this. Me going to jail when I never committed a crime. These people are evil, but I can promise you, by the time it's all said and done, they will not be laughing. Not one damn one of them. I can promise you that. That's one promise I will give my channel, because I don't give my channel promises unless I know what's going to happen. So we are going to pray that they get their just desserts, and that will be coming. So that's where we're at right now. You know, it's sad that they've turned yet another case into a circus. They did this with Summer Wells.
You did this in the Summer Wells, you dirty, dirty dog. You dirty dog. She couldn't even get the whole name out, and I paused that. These people really believe this? No, because they're over here saying good morning to each other. They're not even paying a damn thing, a lick of attention of what she's saying. Betty, you're the one that did all that mess in Leilani Simon's case. You're the one that did all that mess to Don Wells and making him lose his job in Summer Wells' case, and all the other things that you did in that case. All of the things. Idaho, you were yelling at a neighbor, spitting at him. In the Idaho 4 case, Betty, you are the problem. You're the issue. Nobody but you are the issue. Now, don't you see? Okay, she used to hang out with Dolly, Justin, Molly, all them, right? Not even those people want to hang around Betty anymore. Now she's hanging with Brittany. I mean, that's who's in her chat, you know what I mean? She went from Olivia to BJ.
Did this with Quentin Simon, and they did this with Sebastian Rogers. And we know it's them, even though they kept trying to blame it on us for the last 2 cases.
Who? Who's them? Who's them, Betty? No one's tried to blame you. No one even wants you working this. You came into this case late because you saw money opportunity.
Now that the wool is away from our eyes, it's not being pulled over our eyes. We clearly see who the chaos is coming from.
Seth Rogers, Sean, Dog the Bounty Hunter, Cat in the Hat, and that Jarek Lizniak, or whatever his name is.
We don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I really don't care. I just know that we have, it sounds like people are committed to getting it stopped. And we're very thankful for that, and very thankful for the help. But anyways, that's where we're at, guys. I didn't want to take too much of your time. I've got to get on the road. I've got to get packed up. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and let you guys know I'm safe. I made it. I'm sorry I missed you guys for 24 hours. Even when I got here, I was so stinking exhausted. I laid down for all of an hour before Tony and his wife got here, and we had to go and go out to eat and do all the things because.
Oh, so Tony and his wife show up. What did they do? Meet Seth at the restaurant? Like a little double date? I'm not saying that it was a date. I'm just saying, like a double date. Oh, man, Kathy, you guys be careful. My good golly. Look at her. Look at her face, though. Like, literally, she's like, this is stress. And I don't want this kind of stress up in my life. You know what I mean? I don't want. Really? Molly did? I'm not a big fan of Molly either, but I do like it when she calls her out. She'll do some stuff every once in a while, and it is funny. And I'm just like, damn it. I don't want to laugh, but I do,
They won't let me go into the community without people following me. So at the end of the day, we had to have a meeting point. They knew I was coming up, so they came and met me down here, and then we're going to be making the trip on up. So I'm very thankful for them, very thankful for everything that they've, I've got a lot of great people, and I'm very blessed for those great people. So, yep, and the Real Me Too will be here. You're getting here today. Now, just remember, if you're coming in today, we won't be there until probably closer to 5 with the travel. So just FYI. Oh, thank you, Lisa. God bless you. So just FYI, if you're rolling in, just know that it's going to take us a little bit. We're not going to be in the area until 5 p.m. tonight, according to the GPS. Oh, thank you. It's me, Jen. Stay safe.
So they can go out to freaking eat. I know I'm a little late on this, but they can go out to eat. They can put together a bike rally, whatever, right? But they have not done one search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And I stand on that. So, Betty, get your damn snake boots out, unless you returned them for the money or something, I don't know. I haven't seen them snake boots. Supposedly your people in your chat that, they said they bought them for you. So someone buys you boots so that you could go search for a missing child. And what do? You forget your boots at home every time you go somewhere to go where you can look for the missing child. Then you got Brittany, BJ, love Tony and his wife. I'm standing with you guys. And there's like these arms, strong arms. It's gross. I thought just the other fucking night, Brittany, that you were talking bad about Tony. You were. So I'm real confused. I'm real confused. I'm real confused on stuff like this. Really confused. It's like, it's gross. Pick a lane. Pick a side. I hate that. People are so indecisive on this app. Pick it. You have a brain, right? Like, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Get your own opinion and stick with it. Like, I would hate to be like a flip-flop. I'd hate to do that. Just whatever my audience wants me to say. Like, say that just to please. Like, I'm sorry, but no. You gotta have diversity up in your chat. You can't just have everyone going, we love you. Like, no, when you got to have people saying like, why is everyone saying they love you for? Like, really? Literally. Because like, why are they?
I am safe. I'm just worried about Delilah. I got to be honest with you. I'm worried about my mom. I'm worried about Delilah. I'm worried about my best friend and her family. I'm not.
Should be worried about that court date.
I'm still in denial. Like, I don't feel like the hurricane is barreling right toward my house. And I kind of feel like something will happen to slow it down.
Look at this. That War Eagle is in here. That one that took the clips, and then they got their channel taken away. And then they came back to, got a new channel called War Dan Eagle. Just sent you a PayPal. Send me one too, War Eagle. I don't think War Eagle likes me.
Something will have it, turn or something like that. Even though in the back of my head, I know that that's probably not true. Even though I want it to be, but it's probably not true. But it sucks. I don't know.
Thank you, Tony, for helping Betty.
But it wasn't supposed to be like this. It's just the travel time got really, really bad and put me off schedule. So we kind of had to make some modifications to that. But like I said, we'll be rolling in about 5 o'clock this afternoon, according to the traffic and pattern and everything like that. So anybody that's coming and you might want to just the Real Me Too, you might want to go ahead and put your path of travel in. I can tell you that mine said XYZ hours. And as I got stuck in traffic, it got longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. So I would honestly say that you might want to leave sooner than later. Check, make sure that you don't have any downed highways, water issues, because there was, Helene has done a number on Georgia and North Carolina and Tennessee. So you might want to just check your path and get on the path sooner than later. I can't see. I gotta go outside for this.
Not me. Okay, Betty, you don't vape in your hotel room. Is that a marijuana vape then? Because if it's just a vape, they're not going to smell it. Right? Like, what you got, Betty? Is it legal in Tennessee? I wonder if it's legal there. Like, you can just go pick it up when you get there.
You might want to just check your path and get on path sooner than later. I can't see. I gotta go outside for this.
Like, why would you? I mean, I'm bad about vaping, y'all. I'll vape anywhere. I don't give a fudge. I don't. I mean, I don't, and I'm gonna get probably canceled for this. But one time I vaped in a church, and then I had to say a prayer. But it was a must needed one. I needed to hit that vape, and it was kind of like in another room, so I guess it wasn't in the actual church. But not legal in Tennessee. Ooh, that sucks, Betty. That sucks. I know it's legal when we go to California. The people know me. There's the one shop I go to, and they know me now. Like, they know me. And I'm only there once a year. But I think it's just because I buy a lot of stuff, and like I just like all the other little like just things that I don't even like use. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what I buy. Well, I guess I don't know. Like, I'll buy like little like stuffed plushies or something random like that, like doesn't even belong, and I'll be buying it. Vincent took me there. He was like, and I'm like, where are you taking me? Like, it was like literally in this beautiful, like, Asian, like, market, I guess you could say. And it has like these restaurants all around it, and it's beautiful. And then there's this back door, and it looks like a kitchen door, like a side kitchen door that the cooks would go out to smoke cigarettes out of, right? And he walks up towards the door, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? He's like, that's the door. And I'm like, okay. Anywhere, it's like a green, I think it's green with an X, or with a cross. Like, the hospital signs, anything that's like that and it's green, that's where in California, that's where where the groweries are.
We used to live Brandon and would go to small beaches in Bradenton for seashells. Yeah. Well, I used to collect the coquinas on coquina, go figure. So anyways.
I
All
think
right,
Betty's
guys, I need
house
to
is
get
okay.
downstairs. I got to get some
will
more
say that.
coffee. I got to smoke my vape. And I got to start packing up and, of course, painting on a happy face, I got to tell you, oh, thank you, S-Mac. It's nice to see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I haven't checked out PayPal yet, but thank you guys. Whoever sent the stuff, I do appreciate all the love, support, the help. But just know that I'm safe. Oh, stay safe and good luck with court tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not really concerned with court. There's, I want cameras in the courtrooms just to make sure my rights are not violated. And if they are violated, they're going to be on every
Who doesn't want them in there?
Channel across this country. But I just want this to be over and done with. And I'm ready for the second part to begin, because there's definitely going to be a second part to this. And that's already been worked on and worked out. And
second part
for this to go away, and we're moving forward. So
what the hell was the first part? I've been asking Cat in the Hat that too. He said, phase 1's done. That was like months ago. I'm like, I'm still waiting on phase 1 to be told us what is phase 1.
I'm perfectly confident that the stuff in Tennessee will be handled appropriately. And then when we get back, I've got to find out whether I even have a house. And if I do still have a house, I still have to, start digging in the freaking yard and getting the clean out valve put in, the clean out opening put into my plumbing, which is going to suck, but I'm not paying somebody $23 or whatever dollars to do it when I can do it myself. So I'm safe, guys. Just pray for Delilah, pray for my mom, pray for my best friend and her family, and then pray for everybody in the state of Florida that's in the path that's going to be affected, because we're dealing with enough right now with Helene, and this is going to be absolutely just one thing we do not need for the state of Florida right now. Okay, there's going to be a loss of life because of this hurricane. And that's the most concerning for me, is the loss of life, because there's no way around it. We can make all the preparation in the world, and we're still going to have a few people lose their life. It just is what it is. And that's what, you just wonder whose number's up this time. Is it going to be somebody you know? So I'm praying to God it's just not anybody I know, but it's still some.
Should be praying to the people up there in Tennessee and North Carolina, because they're digging people out of their cars right now that are dead. Be thankful you're not doing that.
What do you do? What do you do? Just say a prayer for Florida.
Oh, yeah. And we got Lieutenant Dan out there. Let me know if you know about Lieutenant Dan. Karen, I am in Ohio. I am.
Guys, just say a prayer for Florida. Florida is going to need all the prayers that we can possibly muster. Because, after tomorrow, somebody's life is going to forever be turned and changed. Probably many of thousands of people. You know, I know people's lives are forever changed because of what happened in Fort Myers. I know my life is forever changed because of what I witnessed down in Fort Myers. And to think that that might be coming to my backyard is pretty terrifying. So
My aunt and uncle live right outside of Fort Myers, and I've been very worried about them. Very, very worried. Jamie Cowboy, it's been forever. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
anyways, guys, I don't want to rain on anybody's
Let me
parade, and I need to
see.
get my head in the right.
Let me check,
Thank
Karen.
you, Ginger Girl. God bless you. I need to get my head in the right mindset, and I got to get, get working. So lots of pressures on Betty's plate today. Lots of pressure on Betty's plate today. So we're just going to put it in God's hands. You know, we're going to put all this in God's hands. That's all.
No,
Anyways.
You can't be doing that, Betty. I mean, you can because it's God, and He'll let you do that. But I'm not gonna let you do that. You can't be saying cursey words and then say, "Oh, my pastor's gonna be so mad," and then be doing all this stuff out here, doing the mostest, and then being like, "Oh, put it in God's hands." Betty, you shouldn't have did what you did.
All right, guys, I love you. God bless. I will go live later tonight once I get situated in a room and everything like that, and just get everybody.
Barbara said prayers for Delilah, your mom, and your house, but not for her.
I don't know what time it'll be. I don't know if it'll be before everybody meets up or after everybody meets up, but I know it'll most likely be well after 5 this afternoon, maybe as late as 6 or 7 before I go live. I'm just going to go live. I know we have a lot of friends that are in, that do lives. I don't know what their schedules are. It's not to interfere with any of their shows or anything like that, but I'm on the road and I just got to go live when I can go live. If people want to tune in, they can tune in. If you're in another show or anything like that, be a part of the replay crew, just show some support over here because we're dealing with a lot, and I'm going to try to keep some content.
Everybody is. We're all dealing with a lot. Betty, you get enough views. Shut your face. Shut your face. Shut your face. Because we're all going through a lot. I'm going through a lot. Betty's going through a lot. People in the chat are going through the mostest. Because this is all getting thrown onto you guys. Personally, in my opinion, I think that you guys are getting thrown into this and you shouldn't be. Creators are making subscribers take sides. I've noticed a lot of wrenches are being thrown around. I think that creators are noticing that their numbers are going down a little bit and they're giving out people wrenches so they feel like they have to be in the chat. Just my personal opinion.
But there may be a point when I can't. So we'll see how everything goes. If you're going to be here on the 10th, please don't forget, everybody, if you can, wear something green to honor Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. That's the most important. Green shirts, green ribbons, a pin, something. That's really kind of what we are going for. Okay, guys? Oh, hey, River, it's nice to see you. Abigail, nice to see you as well. Pebbles, my mod squad, everybody, it's nice to see you. Thank you for the love and support. When I have an opportunity, I will be back as soon as possible just to fill you in on everything. But as far as the legal stuff and what I'm going through, I most likely will not discuss it until after my trial is over. So once the trial is over, I'll be a little freer to discuss stuff, and so I'll discuss it at that point. So anyways, guys, I love you. God bless
don't worry.
you.
We'll get the document.
Okay, but I'm okay. Just say a prayer for everybody else.
I'll give you $27.99
for Delilah because she's my heart and soul. You guys know she's my baby. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. God bless you. You guys know she's my baby, and being without her
that you leave all the time
has been really hard on me. Every time we go on these trips and I got to leave her behind, it's very hard on me. But leaving her behind with a natural disaster of this magnitude coming,
no, Betty didn't take her dog with her. She decided to leave her dog with her older mother and leave them both in Florida. But she said that her being in Tennessee is affecting her in a bad way and all this and that. No, it's affecting her in a great way because they told you to evacuate and you got to evacuate. Your subscribers paid for you to freaking evacuate. That must be nice. That must be nice. Now, but that's what I love about my subscribers. If shit hit the fan with, anything, I know I could come to y'all and be like, oh my gosh, you guys are not going to believe this. But we don't have to do that. Because when stuff hits the fan over here, I don't bring it to YouTube. the first thing for me to think of is not, oh my God, shit just happened. I need to go tell everybody on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh. Like, some people don't have a life and it shows through this platform. It really does. It really, really does. It really does. But you do meet some really cool people on this platform. So I can't lie about that. I can't, I mean, you know, some of the best people actually I think I've ever met in my life are from this platform. And yeah, that's actually true. That's actually true. You guys are pretty cool. Especially that Aries P. York. Aries. I can see her in the chat. I was on the other page with Betty. I didn't get to see the chat very much. Oh, okay. So you guys want to see something kind of freaky? I think this is freaky. So, I was trying to find. Oh, actually, I'll show you something funny first. Okay, so our girl Jennifer Coffendoffer, she did a little oopsie today. I mean, you know, just or I think this was yesterday. She goes on X. I don't know if she just doesn't watch stuff or I don't know what the hell she's doing, but she's on drugs or something. Just kidding. Not just kidding. Allegedly. Just kidding. No. And so I'm listening to this weatherman. She says that this weatherman is amazing. From Helene to Milton, he tells it like it is. Hurricane Milton. Okay.
This Wednesday in the Tampa area, and folks, it is not looking good. He's already up to a Category 5 with winds reaching 160 miles an hour. Hell, my car doesn't go that fast. But you know what? As if we haven't gotten enough from last week with Hurricane Helene. And look at the name, everybody. Look at that. Milton. Coincidentally, that's the name of the gentleman that my now ex-wife Helene left me for. He's a Jamaican fellow.
Like what?
And I caught them both having sexual relations in a Hilton parking lot. Yes, she was having sex with Milton in a Hilton. And guys, look at that.
Milton in a Hilton. Well, it's not a Chili's.
Look at this. This is not good. All right. Quick question. I asked it last week. Why are you still living in Tampa? Have you guys not learned your lesson? And look at this. Directly, as if he's coming just for Tampa. Guys, he doesn't like you. So if you're in the Tampa area, don't be. But look at Milton. He looks pissed. All right. He's going to do to you what he did to my ex-wife. All right. He's going to knock you up. He's going to break up your home. He's even going to steal your middle school science fair trophy. Hey, Milton. Why? And not to scare you guys more than you already are, but look at that. What the hell is that? You know what that reminds me of? Remember that song from Rocky? It's the eye of the tiger, everyone's gonna die. Pack your shit and get the hell up out of Tampa. And Tampa, not to add insult to injury, but FEMA just announced that they have no money left to help you because they gave all the money to illegals in 4 countries. All right. And hey, Governor DeSantis, if you're watching this, I have a message for you. I have a great idea. Why don't you rename Florida Ukraine? Maybe then we'll get the funding that we need. All right. And that being said, I think I speak for every Floridian when I say, hey, President Zelensky, Milton, and whoever the hell wrote that freaking Baby Shark song, go f yourself.
He said, whoever wrote that Baby Shark song, she was being serious. Yeah, she probably just saw she probably just saw the 7 and was like, News Center 7. I'm just gonna like, yeah, what? It's like you didn't listen to any of it? Jennifer Coffendoffer, girl, you're crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna show you this really weird thing. I don't know if you guys are gonna see this, but what's this? Hold on. Let's watch this first. Okay. There's this tornado damage. It says tornado damage path in Fort Myers.
Tornado damage here at Fort Myers. Big poles down, houses damaged. Gas station canopy destroyed. Houses damaged here. Tornado damage right here, guys.
Oh my gosh. They even tried to board it up.
Tornado
wow. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you.
Let's show you.
So I watched this last night, and I like freaked myself out because you guys know I don't like water anymore. I don't like moving things either. We're okay. So like Google Earth, when you type in something for Google Earth and it shoots you down to the earth and to the spot that you're supposed to be. I have to close my eyes when we do those Google Earth things because I cannot stand the dropping feeling. It feels like I'm dropping, like almost like when you're on a roller coaster. Well, then the Titan imploded. We covered that on the channel, even though it wasn't really true crime, but I just was really infatuated with that Titan imploding. So ever since then, now I'm freaked out about water. I don't like it. It freaks me out. So watch this because this is freaky, but it's going to show you how much water Florida is supposed to actually like be getting. So
imagine
and this guy needs an award for this.
this. Imagine 3 feet of storm surge right here. Now, if this amount of water catches you by surprise, it's too late to evacuate. Cars are floating around and floating away. There's large objects in here that could knock things down with a battering ram-like force. Now, there's no way, again, to evacuate with this kind of storm surge. But we know there's going to be places with more than 3 feet. Imagine 6 feet of storm surge.
Look at that.
Now, this completely floods out the first floors of homes and businesses. And the only way to escape that is to move to the higher floor of a building. Now, unfortunately, there are going to be places that get more than 6 feet of storm surge flooding. Imagine this, 9 feet and even beyond of flooding, of inundation. This is practically not survivable. So please follow the advice of your local officials when they ask you to evacuate. And if you have any questions about what evacuation zone you're in, if you need to go and or where you need to go to floridadisaster.org. And by all means, everybody, please stay safe.
That's the top of a tree. I'm a visual person. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to share it to you guys. I mean, I don't want to be the only one had to see that. Isn't that freaky though? Oh, it freaks me out. Freaks me out. Really does. It really, really does. And I hope everyone stays safe in Florida. Kathy, I hope that you're safe. I'm not sure which part of Florida you're in, but I hope that you are. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. My aunt and uncle, they're in Port Charlotte. I wrote them day before yesterday, and they said that I think it was starting to rain and stuff. It was getting kind of windy. And then yesterday, they said it was pretty bad yesterday. And then they told me they would write me today because they said like today's when it was supposed to hit, today and tomorrow. So, and they haven't wrote me yet. They said they had electricity. So I just keep looking. And, she sent me a heart. I didn't realize she sent me that. So I'm worried. And then my grandfather is in Etowah, and I guess I didn't realize I've been to Asheville before, North Carolina, they have an apple festival. And I forgot to tell Ashley that. So she's in our chat normally. And she's from there too. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually like my grandfather's home could be gone right now and I don't even know it. So I have to go dig for their number 'cause it's in storage. So that's what I'm going to do here in a little bit when Vincent gets home from work. But thank you guys all for coming. If anyone has any questions for me, let me know. I do have a second channel or first channel or whatever you want to call it, another channel. And I'll put the link in the chat if you guys aren't already subscribed over there. It's Titanium Built. It's a true crime channel. We talk a lot of different cases over there. So if you're into that kind of thing, you'd like to hear different cases, we're your go-to. We cover them all. Even Betty's case. Now, I don't think I have anything else for you guys. I think that was really it. So look at us go. Tonight, I will be over on the other channel. I'm going to figure out Discord this weekend. I know I've been telling you guys that forever and a day, but I do have it up. I have it where it's like all like, I think it's done. I just need to figure out how to make a room. Also, I'm going to, I think do this as a pre-recorded, but they came out with a fourth or fifth episode of the Murdaugh, what was it? I forget what it was called. no, I can't think of it. Hold on, let me look it up. So I can tell you, because we a lot of people liked it. Oh, The Fall of the House of Murdaugh. So it was supposed to be 3 episodes, and it ended up being 6 episodes, 7 episodes. So I believe that we did almost all of them. No, we didn't do the last 3. So maybe we'll do all of them. But there is a new one. It says from egg to Z. They're going to interview, I think, the woman, the egg lady. So I might put those out for you guys on the other channel. Steven, yeah. Are you talking about Steven Crabtree? Melanie? Are you talking to me? I do. I'll say if you're talking to me. Actually, I should check my phone. I haven't talked to him in a little while. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a little while since I talked to him, but yeah. I think he was out there looking. I think he's out there helping the other victims. 60 is young. Jamie, oh, that's so good. I know, missed you. I'm glad you're back. It's so good to see like people come back to the chat like after like a while when you're like, wait a minute. Oh, reversed. No, you will. I think like that, and I'm 38. So we're going to do a Discord, but if you want, you can always email me at titanium. I'll put it in the chat. I don't think that it might not come out. My accent might make it sound weird, but it's titaniumbuiltboo@gmail.com. And then I'll get an email for this this page as well, which it's weird because when you connect your AdSense to be monetized, you have to connect it to an email account. Well, my email, when I first got on the platform, I was under a different email. I was under it's called Wrap This because I used to do gift wrapping. So Titanium Bill is under Wrap This email, and you can't change it either. And then my unfiltered channel is under Titanium Built Boo. And I'm like, why did you do that? Why didn't you just make a different email? I don't know. So now it's kind of confusing, but we'll get there. But I do appreciate you guys all being here today. I really do. I like to be able to, come over and have some laughs and just, let loose a little bit. Especially because Betty's just so out of control. And now she's got a team with her. Like she's got this new little team that are all working for Seth and for Tony for super chats. They're like, we're not getting paid. We're not working for them. Yeah, you are. They're just paying you in a different way, Oh, good, Melanie. Yeah, he's a good guy. He really is. Yeah, he wrote me. I actually wrote him the other day, check on him, and then he wrote me check on me. So it's nice to have a person to talk to on the platform that's a creator, because it's hard to find people that you can kind of chat with. We've actually we've done lives together. We have a couple on my page. This channel is fun, reversed images. I like this channel. And I would be more like unfiltered on my other channel, but like my boyfriend's mom watches me every night. And I love that. I think that's the best thing. And like it's like it's so sweet. It's so sweet. But every single night she watches, and she watches actually in the morning. So, she'll catch the live like from the night before the next morning. So I just want to use more respectful tone, especially because we're talking about true crime also. So, and that's like my mother-in-law. Like I don't want her to, she could cuss me out in Japanese. I wouldn't know what she was saying. She probably would too. She probably would. No, she's so sweet. She wouldn't at all. She's very sweet. But whoever said they're ready for that or they're good with blizzards, I'm the same way. Sorry, but does it seem like thinks she's some kind of celebrity with her entourage and bodyguards? Yeah, pretty much. And her free steak dinners that she's been getting. I like fall and spring too, Emily Pickles. I like that too. But I do like putting up the Christmas trees and stuff, but I don't know where we're going to put them this year. Because we literally didn't have anything that we have now. Like we have so much furniture in here, and like I'm like, where are we going to put everything? I bought 4 trees last year. Little trees. Like one of them's like, but 2 big trees. But I love fall too. I love fall. I love spring. I love spring because like I love hearing the birds and the, just the new life coming, and the growing and all of that. But I do like fall because of the crispness and the pumpkin patches and stuff like that. Yeah, summer gets a little hot, but I do love the fall though, and summer and spring. I love fall, summer, and spring. I would say, I just don't like winter. I don't know if I'll do like a Murdoff live, but I'm gonna do a pre-recorded. If not, we probably could do a live though. We haven't done a live over him in a while, and he might get another trial. Who knows? I mean, if he does, I'm not listening to him crying again, fake crying, snot coming out of the nose, paw, mags. No, that was so crazy. We watched the whole trial. It was so crazy, wasn't it? And then the egg lady and oh man. But we are going to do I was looking tonight. I don't know what we'll do it over. I know that there's some new information coming out with Diddy, his like the lady lawyer that is supposedly taking on clients. She says she has some stuff to say. But I know there's a bunch of other cases that we're covering too. I'll just have to look. I'll have to look and see. But I'll be back on tonight later this evening, about 9:15, I would say. 9:35 the latest, but 9:15 I would say. So I will see you guys all then. And I'm going to do a live with on this channel and try to figure out the music and stuff, get different music on here. I think you can like make music through like a AI thing or something. I don't know. We can see what we can make. We'll make like a funny song. But thank you guys for being here. I love you. I'll see you guys later on. Have a good day and I'll catch you tonight. Bye guys.